Summary of Chapter Object-Oriented Software Analysis and Design by ธนกร ดาวานุเคราะห์ 602-5106 Chapter 1 Information System. So, to create an information system, there will be some questions which comes up within the process. The most famous questions are: how do we establish the business requirements for a new system? What effect will the new system have on the organization? How do we ensure that the system we build will meet its requirements? So all above questions can be answered by using different system theory. Chapter 2: Problems in Information System Development. In this chapter, we focus on what are the problems, different types of problems. As we know, all systems often have some problems that slow down or stop the workflow of the system. So in this chapter, we study many kinds of problems and learn how to cope or avoid them. For example, the problems are lack of strategy, time limitation. Chapter 3: Avoiding the problems. In this chapter, we focus on how to avoid any kind of problems. As we know, on the previous chapter, we studied on the details of problems. So in this chapter, we study how to avoid the problems that may occur in the system by various methods. For instance, using traditional life cycle, prototyping, agile approach, test. Chapter 4: What is object orientation? Object orientation refers to object-oriented analysis and design. But the most important keyword in this chapter is object, and we focus on generalization and specification. Chapter 5: Modeling Concepts. We focus on UML diagram, unified modeling concepts. There are three types of modeling in UML are structure diagram, behavior diagram, architectural modeling. Structure diagram. It is the most important and widely used in part of UML. It shows the static structure of the system. For example, class diagram. Behavioral diagram shows the dynamic behavior of objects in the system. For example, activity diagram, use case diagram. Architectural modeling. Architectural model represents the overall framework of the system. Chapter 6. In this chapter, we focus on what collecting all requirements, which are business requirement, user requirement, system requirements. Business requirement refer to the objective of the system, the goal of the project. User requirement refer to stakeholders and their activities. System requirements are functional and non-functional requirements. And also we focus on requirement capture technique. For example, interview, observation, background reading, and also user involvement. Chapter 7: Requirement Analysis. In this chapter, we focus on purposes of model requirements, objectives of model requirements, use case realization. Chapter 8: Refining the requirement model. We focus on software reuse, specification reuse, adding further structure, finding and modeling composition. Chapter 9: Object Interaction. Object interaction and collaborations. Interaction sequence diagram. Timing diagram, which show understanding time constraints, model consistency. Chapter 10: Specifying operations. In this chapter, we focus on roles of specifying operation logic. In operation logic, we have two approaches, which are non-algorithmic approach and algorithmic approach. Chapter 11: Specifying controls. In this chapter, we focus on 5 main things, which are states and events, state machine diagram, composite states, concurrent states, and pseudo-state. So this is all for the summary for this subject. Thank you for your attention.